Hello and welcome to the PolyInnovator channel. Today we are talking about skill tree-based learning, what that means and why it is important for you in your self-education. I'm sure that this idea might be new to you, for I even didn't see much online when I researched it all, which means that the overall dynamic is something that people haven't really applied yet. I hope you enjoy this newfound idea, though do let me know if you see an article talking about it or something like that, because I'd love to see it if someone else had something out there. The gamer in me is probably the reason why this idea flourished, for I remember playing games with branching out skill trees. Not to mention the feeling you get when you finally get that new skill. Yet, despite people's efforts, gamification in education has relatively been quite lax, and not really special. I think there's a really strong potential here, and I know that many other industry leaders agree with me. Just we can't seem to figure out how to implement it well. Disclaimer, however, there was this LMS or learning management system that I came across during my research called growtheengineering.co.uk, which I'll link down below, which had quite a bit of gamification to it. So I wanted to shout them out for that. My purpose is to #make a change in the world, and I think education is the way to start that. If you are here right now, then probably you either feel the same, or maybe you want a unique education, or perhaps the headline of skill tree-based learning caught your eye. No matter what, you are a person who thinks differently. That is what the PolyInnovator brand is about, thinking about potential situations differently. That is why I'm here, recording this video. Most people learn passively, either by listening/watching a lecture, or by quickly jotting down notes, only to study it again on their own later because they didn't listen deep enough the first time. This isn't their fault, however, because they were never taught the proper way to learn. I remember my own teachers trying to teach me and teach all my fellow students some handy skills to learn that ended up having to teach myself again when I was pursuing my own self-development. The skill tree works by taking similar skills, placing them on a family tree, and then diverging the paths to make a unique education for each of the learner's experience. This revolutionary system and education applications would be leading to much more attention and retention in the learner, mainly because of the way it creates repetition pattern over time, as well as most people who will feel compelled to try out different paths in different places. So it's spaced out the learning of just one particular subject, interleaving the material into a path that's most engaging for the learner, all without having an instructor having a direct hand in the matter. I do feel that AI will be a very unique aspect to this down the road. Now, just a disclaimer myself, I do feel that I came up with this idea on this particular application. But just like every single innovation on this planet, it comes down to merging ideas from all over, such as the case, in this case, modular education with gamification. And I knew that both were needed, so I thought about video games, and so I wanted a way I could put this all together. I just wanted to state this so that I can have proof later down the line. You have the option to pick any knowledge field you want and immediately start learning it. I can give you the tools you need to maximize your ability to do so, and give you the confidence you may need to face the judgment from other people. If you ever need advice, just ask. Today was about this idea of skill tree-based learning, one of which I am quite excited about. For I think it will really make learning fun for a lot of people. Not to mention, even for people who don't want quite the fun aspect, it'll still help them due to the spacing out of the knowledge topics. So, all in all, skill tree-based learning allows for that individual student to pursue their own education in that course more modularly and decisively down different paths. That way they can create their own kind of unique path. Even if they took that course again, they might not take the same path again. And so it really can make a dynamic change. And all you would have to do was basically make 3 mini courses into one to get that same kind of aspect. So it wouldn't be that much more work for content creators either. Here's your call to action today. First, read the articles on the same topic in the skill tree-based learning link down below. Second, please give me quick feedback. I am debating in my head about changing the name of the DIY degree to something like a modular degree, perhaps PolyInnovator degree, hell, polymath degree. At this point, I don't feel quite attached to the name, and I also want to make sure I differentiate myself a bit more. So please do let me know. Other than that, have a great day.